Out on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
I'm scared.
13!
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Richardson, his second sack of the night. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
From his end zone, Garoppolo on 3rd and long. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check three. Real.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round, but they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield with it once more. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get it to Landry there. 3rd down here.
And 10 yards to go.
Set. 180.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Browns send out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They can't hang with us.
Now Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
44. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
21, 21.
Garoppolo on first down. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Here we go.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Here we go, here we go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Out, 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 out.
Two.
I got one.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Like 20.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 32-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double up.
I got you. Get hot.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. 180.
Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Get hot.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next to score, Browns 7, 49ers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
21. 21. Here we go.
53 to Mike. 50.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
Here we go.
Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
I'm going to run you over.
12.
Run you over. He's checking.
On first down, Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Coleman now. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check 53's Mike. It's coming this way, coming this way.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Garoppolo, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
53, Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intent. Target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Here we go. 180!
58, right there. Time to go, night.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him, If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Pettis. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
In your face.
Hey, gun.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked him.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone set.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards.
And the Browns 1st down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third and long for Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mayfield on play action. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 42-yard line.
Set, 180. Check, right 54. Right 54. Get that one.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw, and that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Get that ball. Get that ball. He's
21.
Check it, crowd.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 38, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
53 at the mic. Army.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
Here we go. 180.
Number 53. Mike 53.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 4.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Josh Jones in on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly.
Here we go.
How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Garoppolo now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
3 buzz.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
That's 180.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Come, Mike.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
It's Pumphrey on the toss. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's a 2-yard line.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
You better bring it. Hey, alert 33.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.